Welcome to the 6th episode of Prestige Australian Financial Services TV. This month, we will touch on how to find a good accountant, tax returns, building wealth, and accessing real estate deals that are not available to the general public. So let's get right into it and enjoy the show. How do you select a good accountant?
Well, firstly, don't select a good accountant, select a great accountant. What distinguishes a great accountant is somebody who really listens to what it is you're trying to accomplish, so that they become an integral part in rolling out your plan to build wealth for yourself and your family. So they've got to be good at listening to how you want to grow your business. They've got to be able to connect you with other people who can grow your business. They've got to be proactive in suggesting things to you, not just to save tax. Like a lot of people think accounting is just about tax, but it's more, they're going to have a feel for where your business is at, what your business really needs to be successful, and then they're going to help you implement strategies for it to be successful, and also help you build wealth outside of your main income activity, because that's where the real wealth is built, outside your main income activity.
Coming to the end of tax year, what suggestions can you make to help people get the best tax return for themselves?
Okay, so the first thing is pretty much everybody wants to pay the minimum amount of tax or get the maximum refund that they can. But the important thing here is that you're obviously complying with the law in doing this. So you want to be making sure you're getting the maximum amount of tax deductions for yourself, but legally. So some common areas to look at are things like, do you operate a business from home? Do you use your home for work? This is a deduction that's often missed. There's also motor vehicle expenses. There's a number of ways that you can claim motor vehicle expenses. And with one of those ways, you actually don't need any receipts for your car usage. You just need to have used your car for work-related purposes. The key thing is get in touch with your accountant, tell him where you're currently at, and work strategies to do this for you.
What do you think is the best way to minimise tax and build wealth at the same time?
I think without a doubt, still the best way in Australia is the negative gearing of investment properties, particularly residential properties. With these properties, it's one of the few ways that you can accumulate massive amounts of wealth. And so you can be earning cash but not having to pay tax on it. There is still depreciation allowed on new investment properties. I believe this to be the greatest strategy available to Australians today to minimise their tax. Anyone who's paying too much tax should definitely have this as part of their tax minimisation strategy, but particularly their wealth building strategy. This is where you're going to build most of your wealth.
How are you able to access real estate deals that are not available to the general public?
Well, most of the best real estate deals aren't available to the general public. Once a piece of real estate is out there in sort of the public arena, it means that most of the serious players in the real estate game have passed on this bit of real estate, and it's now sitting out there. It's either overpriced or it's not a really good piece of real estate. What we have is a network of property specialists and relationships with developers, and we're constantly going through their stock lists. We're in constant communication with them to find out what deals are available. And at the moment, it really is a great time to be buying real estate. We have some amazing deals at the moment that people in the general public will never get access to these kinds of deals. You're going to have to come through a real estate specialist or someone with the correct context.
Could you tell us about some of the great real estate deals you have at this time?
Yeah, we got some terrific deals around at the moment. Probably the best ones are where the developers are offering to pay the deposit and the stamp duty for prospective purchases. This has come about where developers have sold properties to people, particularly in places like China, and they're unable now to settle on the loans. There was a change in lending requirements in Australia, and banks stopped lending to non-residents, meaning a lot of these non-residents have had to forfeit the deposits they've paid on these properties. The developers are having to settle the properties, so they still need to sell them. So they're offering the deposit across to the prospective purchaser who can get a loan to settle the property. They've also collected the stamp duty, and in a lot of instances, the developers are prepared to cover the stamp duty. So it's a really great time for buyers.
So there you have it. Prestige Australian Financial Services have an experienced team providing premium quality financial services. They are committed to help you achieve your financial goals by focusing on the finances so that you can focus on the areas of your life that are important to you. For more information, visit our website or call us now. Be sure to catch our next episode, and we'll see you next time.